So how have you been doing? We see you here every day, but how are you doing? How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Just trying to get healthy and trying to get a little bit more attractive, lose some weight.
Are you going for it? Are you rehabbing the knee and going for the professional career?
No, I think I'm mostly rehabbing to be a good citizen. I don't know. You get two surgeries on the same knee back to back, and you were kind of a mediocre prospect anyway. I'm not sure how much control I have over it.
Are you going to try to work out for pro day, or are you going to pursue other opportunities?
I mean, hopefully I have a pro day somewhere else, but it's probably at an office building somewhere.
So what are your plans now? When do you graduate? When are you done with your? Are you in grad school now?
Yeah, I'll take my last classes for my master's winter term, and then I'm wrapping up my thesis spring term, and then I'll hopefully get out of here, and so hopefully somebody wants a kid with a master's in communications.
Have you been networking with potential employers? Are you looking into that? And what field do you want to go into?
I always prepare pretty well for life after football, but sometimes when it actually shows up and sneaks up on you, you find you weren't quite as far ahead as you thought you were. So yeah, it's probably spend a lot of my winter break here trying to get all my professional stuff a little more in order, and and hopefully, that's one of the really great opportunities that is made available through football is just access to people in the community and stuff like that, and name recognition and stuff like that. So so it's nice to get your foot in the door that way.
What kind of job are you looking for? You mentioned a degree in communications that obviously can go a lot of ways.
I'm trying to do most of my graduate degree around sort of digital brand communications, and just try to solve some problems for some companies that no one really knows what they're doing. And I'm not saying I do, but I've had the luxury of spending 2 years thinking about it, and so hopefully I have some good ideas.
Nice. What's your role been football-wise since the second injury?
I'm just sort of the third O-line coach, just sort of trying to offer insights and stuff. When they're really busy during practice, trying to make sure everything's going on the right way. That especially younger guys who sort of get overlooked during the season because you got to get your guys out there in the too deep playing that. Just when they have questions, being there to answer them, or if you see things, just being able to offer them, and not real vocal or anything like that, but just trying to sort of use the fact that I've been trying to do this for the last 3 years to sort of add some of the things I've learned and maybe put it in words that are a little easier to understand.
Was it tough to get your rehab to get back and come back for the first few games? Was it hard to then get hurt again and realize this is it? Did you have to come to terms with that?
Yeah, I worked my butt off to come back from was usually a 10-month recovery and try to be back in 7, or was I all the way there? I don't know. It's probably the biggest issue of that is that you have 2 injuries in the same place back to back when you weren't fully back on the one that just the atrophy and nonsense. I sort of just have a calf and a femur right now, and it's like, yeah. So it's really frustrating to know you have the same sort of path ahead of you, and but we have a great training staff here, so they make it easy.
Yeah. Did you have to? You again mentioned it, not trying to make the NFL, not going for a pro day. Was there a moment when you had to make that decision?
Yeah, you sort of have to make it pretty early on, and so if I was going to try to, how hard I would, what sort of, the doctors told me they'd do some things differently if that's what I was going to try to do, and it's hard because it's not like I was one of those guys that ever thought I was going to make my career in the NFL or make a life out of it, but from a life experience, I was excited to give it a try, and and at least have somebody tell me I had to stop playing football rather than making that choice myself, but. So it's sort of disappointing in that aspect that I'm not going to try to make it good for the hometown or stuff like that, but. I'm pretty confident that this has been a really, really great experience and one of the best experiences of my life here. So, nothing for granted, and I'm pretty confident that I'll still live an okay life.
Absolutely. Are you still watching tape on Kansas State and all that stuff?
I've been go to some meetings and stuff, but I probably not as much as I would be if I was playing.
You've been doing some analyst stuff, right? On SB Nation, is that right?
Yeah, Dan. When I got hurt, Dan Rusin hit me up and thought maybe I had some extra time on my hands, and if I want to do something, which has been great. So it's been a fun opportunity to, to sort of, make connections with him and some other guys there, and and hopefully do something for SB Nation, help them out, and it's like what I'm saying. They put football puts us on a pedestal above what we really are, so it gives us sort of a stage to shine a light on us, even if there's lots of other people the light probably more deservedly shined on. And, sometimes you can't feel bad about that. You just got to take advantage of it, and, it's one of those things.
Is it fun going to the other side and breaking down what other guys
No, it feels really bad. It's like, I'm sure if someone watched film of me, they would tell you exactly how bad I am. And so I feel really bad when I watch film and somebody's not very good, and I have to go out there and say they're not very good. And it's like, I feel like, because I know how hard it is, and I know that I wasn't the greatest football player in the world, and so, it's like, I don't know, I don't really like it that much. I mean, I like, I talk about how good people are, but talking when people are struggling, I feel bad.
Right. What do you think about Kansas State then, from that perspective?
I know, I got to watch some Kansas State offensive line this year just because I was watching Oklahoma or something.
Sure.
Kansas, and I think it's one of the better offensive line these guys will face all year, if not the best offensive line they'll face. So the stuff they do, they're really good at, and I think they're one of the strong points of their whole offense. And I probably know as much about their offense as I do about their defense.
Right. You're going down to Arizona, I assume, with the team. You looking forward to that kind of last hurrah with these guys?
Yeah, I mean the whole season's been weird, so it's gonna be extra weird going down to a bowl game where I'm just an observer. It's like this whole season's been really weird in that sort of aspect that it's like I'm used to sort of being on the forefront of things and being on the front lines, and having to sort of take a step back and not really take that role on has been it's been kind of tough. But you got a couple more weeks out of it and freedom.
From your outside role, have you been the latest news in NCAA investigation is that it's now going to a committee, not the summary disposition? Is that something you're paying a little more attention to now?
I have no idea what any of that means. And I'm not sure anybody, but people inside the NCAA knows what that means. So that's one of the finer run organizations in this country, so I'm sure they'll figure it out.
I know you have high opinions. So NCAA.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks, Carson. Appreciate the time, man.